Hey guys, welcome back to my monthly makeup basket, showing you everything that I plan to use this month, a few products that I've been loving, and also just a bunch of staples that I've been loving for months and months and months. We've got some skincare and makeup, and as always, any relevant videos will be linked down below, along with the actual basket itself. This mirror over here is just from Costco. My desk needs some cleaning, but anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So starting up top here, I have some skincare, a couple serums, moisturizers, cleansers. The first one here I haven't actually used yet on my face. I'm excited to give it a try. It is the Too Faced Hangover Good in Bed Ultra Replenishing Hydrating Serum. I'm also sick, by the way, so excuse my voice. It's very, very scratchy, tickly at the moment, but this has hyaluronic acid, coconut water, dragon fruit, and vitamin B5. The texture feels really light. I think if you have oilier skin, you're going to really enjoy this. I'm also looking forward to trying the SPF that they launched. That hasn't launched in Canada yet because we have apparently very, very strict SPF laws. But speaking of moisturizers with SPF, this one has or is coming to Canada if it's not out yet. I haven't seen it in stores myself, but I'll check the Shoppers Drug Mart website when I go to link things today. It will come eventually. But this is the Physicians Formula Rose All Day Moisturizer with SPF 30, which is awesome because a lot of the time moisturizers will have like 15, 20, 25, so really nice to see an SPF 30 in here. I have only used this about twice, but I thought the texture was great and really exciting to see that at the drugstore. Then I have another serum here. This one is from Dr. Jart. It is the, is it Cica Pear? Or Cica, probably Cica, the Tiger Grass Serum. So this whole line, there's a mist, there's a serum, there's a cream as well. I, again, just got this one in the mail, so I'm excited to try it. It's to soothe sensitive skin. And although I don't have sensitive skin, I definitely use a lot of chemical exfoliants and acids on my face. So there's times where I like to follow up with something that is soothing on my face. So that I think this will be a great option. Another one that I haven't tried, so stay tuned for skincare videos, etc. with more information, but really excited to give this a try. I've heard amazing things about this. This is from SkinCeuticals. It is their CE Ferulic, so it's essentially their, oh, whoopsie, vitamin C. That is the French side, good for fine lines, dark spots, brown spots, and I personally have loved incorporating vitamin C into my routine, and I've heard this is a great, great one. It's like dermatologist grade, essentially, so excited to try that. Okay, my camera cut me off, so I'm starting again here. I don't know what I said last, but a cleanser that I love and have been using quite a bit is from Pixi. It's their vitamin C juice cleanser. At first I thought this was going to be like a pump and I would have to like, it would be like a foaming cleanser, but I was pleasantly, at first I was like, oh no, it's actually kind of more of a micellar water type thing, but I've really been loving this. I love this for the morning time because depending on the night before or my skin, a lot of the time I'll use a more micellar water over a cleanser, just depending on where my skin's at, to not dry it out. So I've loved this. The scent is amazing. It feels so good and refreshing in the morning. It just has kind of like a flip top, and I put a cotton pad on there and rub that over my face in the morning, and I've really, really, really been enjoying that. From Ole Henriksen, really loving everything that they do. Essentially, this is the Fat Glow Facial with PHAs. PHAs are the new jam, but this has PHAs and Nordic birch sap, and this is formulated to help with creating glow in your skin, any texture. It's an exfoliator. You leave it on for 15 minutes, but it also has like some oils in there too, so it feels hydrating. And I have only used this twice, but really enjoyed the results that I saw the 2 times that I used it. It didn't feel intense or tingly or leave my skin feeling like peely or anything like that, so really like that. And then the last cleanser that I have here, last skincare item, is from L'Occitane, and this is their gel to foam facial cleanser. It smells amazing. It says it has cucumber and thyme, and normally thyme would not be a scent that I would go for in skincare. I don't normally love like herbally things. I don't feel like there's a ton of thyme in there. And it's also not too cucumbery. Like, I don't really even like cucumber scented things, so it's very surprising how into this scent I am. It smells like something familiar perhaps, but it's not super strong, and I really like this cleanser. Again, it says it's for all skin types, even sensitive, but I especially love this and recommend this for my oily skin friends. But even if you have a drier skin type, it's not like a stripping cleanser by any means. It just feels really, really light and refreshing, and I've been using it after their cleansing oil and really liking them in combination, but especially wanted to to point this out because I love the scent of it and I love the texture. Moving into some complexion products here in drawer 1. The first I have is the Bobbi Brown Skin Long Wearing Weightless Foundation. I had every intention to review this a while back and just haven't, and I wore it recently when I was filming and I really loved the look, so I definitely want to get to reviewing this. It's in the shade 5.75. Then recently I did a ColourPop haul. I've done a lot of that lately, and I broke out this guy, and I just wanted to remind you of how delightful it is. If you haven't watched that video, you can see it in action there. I'll link it below. This is the No Filter Stick Foundation. I have a full review on this too. It just blends out beautifully. It's incredible, great shade range. Again, this is another foundation that I want to review. There's so many foundations that I want to review, but I want to actually test things out before I jump on and do a full review. So that's why it takes me a little bit longer to get to reviewing foundations. But Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I have this in shade 8, and it's pretty neutral, but I think it's an okay shade, and I bought it from Sephora so long ago now that I don't think I can exchange it. Then I've also been loving more tinted moisturizers. Like, you know, I love the NARS. I've been loving the new NYX style tinted moisturizer, so I want to review, and I have used this before and liked it, the Lancome Skin Feels Good in 4N Sand. Then for concealers, this is just a concealer I use all the time. I don't always show it in my monthly makeup baskets because I don't want it to be repetitive, but truly this is what I use all the time. It's the Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced, and then this is a newer concealer. I'm actually filming the review for this and the Hello Happy Benefit Flawless Brightening whatever foundation today, so I figured I would put this in here, the Boing Cakeless Concealer, shade 8 on that. So far so good for that. For primers, I got a lot of questions about this when I mentioned it in an e.l.f. haul, and I have really been enjoying it. If you're wondering, I do have oilier eyelids, and I also picked up this in my e.l.f. haul and keep forgetting to use it, and it is like, what do they call it? I think it's like an under eye priming putty or something, so I will be testing out that. And then also from Dr. Jart, I have their priming moisturizer. I really like this. It's, you know, kind of somewhere in between a moisturizer and a primer. It doesn't have like, I would say it just kind of adds a little bit of hydration. It doesn't like blur anything, but it just really puts down a nice base for makeup, especially if, for example, you're putting on your moisturizer and doing your skincare, and then like a half hour later you're doing your makeup. You want to add a little moisture under your base. From Indeed Labs, I have the Nano Blur, which is like one of their most popular products, but they have some color correcting shades. I like the yellow. I find it to be quite brightening. It's an even skin tone. And from Dermalogica, I've only tested this out once. It's their Skin Perfect Primer with SPF 30. It doesn't have the texture that I love, but I do enjoy that it has SPF in there. I always wear my own SPF, but if something has a bonus SPF, I'm happy to see that. So I'll continue to test this out. I did, like I said, I didn't love the texture of it. It was a little thick, but I didn't feel like it interfered with my makeup, so I'll need to keep trying it. Moving into some powders and bronzers, I have been using this non-stop this month. It is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Powder. I've been wearing this to not only set foundation, but as a powder foundation itself, so stay tuned for a review. I've been wearing Warm Sand. I'm wearing this in the review that I filmed today. Oh, I cut my finger really bad. I have no idea what I did, but this is the Benefit Hello Happy Velvet Powder Foundation. I haven't worn this just as a foundation, but I have liked it to set my face. It's not super mattifying though, for those of you with really oily skin. Shade 8 in that. Non-stop under my eyes. I've been using this Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. As you can see, it's well loved. Then for bronzers, I have the NYX California Beeman Bronzer in, I think this is the OC. I like this. It's definitely kind of scared me off with the, it looks like it has a bunch of shimmer in it, which it does, but it doesn't translate too much on the face. It just adds like a nice sheen, so I like that. I used this a lot a while back when it first launched, when Rimmel launched darker shades of their Stay Matte powders. I really like the darker shade. Like this is too dark for me to use on my whole face, but I love this as a bronzer, so keep that in mind if you're looking for like an affordable bronzer. That one's in the shade Pecan. And then this was sent to me by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm curious to try this. Especially the highlighter. I'm wondering, like, because I normally wouldn't pick up a highlighter that shade, but it is the Sculpting Highlighting Palette in the deeper shade. This one is in medium dark, the Film Star Bronze and Glow, which I feel like is just such a classic. Like, everybody loves it, so I'm curious to see how this will work on my skin tone. In here, we kind of have a bit of a smorgasbord, Borg, if you will. A couple of highlighters. This one wouldn't fit below in the powder highlighters, but I have been loving this. The Rose All Day Petal Glow highlighter in Soft Petal. Oh, this isn't actually the one that I wanted to show. The one I've been wearing all the time is called something else, and I'll link it down below. I was wearing it in a recent video. It's more gold. This one is a little more pink, but still they're all so freaking pretty. As to be expected, Physicians Formula, they're absolutely killing it. I love this liquid highlighter from Kiko. Kind of hard to get in Canada. I picked it up in Amsterdam, I think, but it's really beautiful. And then I wanted to spend a little more time with this. I picked it up and really haven't worn it much. It's the Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer from Milani. I've heard comparisons to the Charlotte Tilbury liquid highlighter that they have, so I'll have to test that out. Still loving this combination, in case you were wondering. Wanted to give this another shout out. The L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, love that with everything, and I love it especially with the Unlimited Mascara. They're great together, they're great separate. And I also broke this guy out recently too, the Caution Mascara from Hourglass. It's really beautiful. Beautiful packaging too, but really love that. And then again, another product you've heard me mention time and time again, but in case you're wondering, yes, I still use the Benefit 24 Hour Brow Setter. It is my life. This is new from Revlon. Oh, I only have one mascara? No. Oh, what am I talking about? I just talked about 2 mascaras. This is new from Revlon, the So Fierce. Tried this out for the first time today, and I thought it gave really beautiful length, not a ton of volume, but I thought it was pretty. Then a couple liners in here, the Givenchy Liner Disturbia, nice black liner there. I've used that and enjoyed it, along with the Flash Cat Eye. This comes with like a little thing to create a line on your eye, which I think is cool. I haven't actually used it yet because it intimidated me, oddly enough. And then this I've been loving. You're probably gonna see this in my favorites video. It is the NARS High Pigment Long Wear Eyeliner in the shade Sunset Boulevard. And I find sometimes colored eyeliners, like, they're beautiful in theory, but when I put them on my face, especially when I'm filming, I'm like, you can't even see it. But this is so bright, so gold, so impactful. I've worn it so much, and it really shows up in person. It shows up on camera. It's long lasting. It's beautiful. So yeah, I've been loving this. In here we have some highlighters and blushes. The first, this is a new one from Marc Jacobs. It's from their fall collection. Looks like holiday, but it's fall. And I was really surprised when I swatched this the first time. I was like, oh, I don't know. Looks like it's going to be a little sparkly, which it does on the hand. But I went to a Marc Jacobs event. I was blessed to be in the presence of Lady Gaga's makeup artist, and she put this on someone's face and it looked incredible. They had a lighter skin tone, but it didn't look like glittery on her, so I'm really curious to try it on myself. I love the highlighter that they came out with around the holidays. It was definitely more gold, so we'll see about that. This is really exciting. I haven't actually confirmed it, but I'm kind of assuming. Quo came out with a highlighter palette that I'm pretty sure was just this exactly at the holiday time, and it was the best thing they've ever done. It's so beautiful. And then this was sent to me recently, and it's in like more permanent packaging. It is their Highlight and Glow palette. Beautiful. Like, it's not like, oh, it's drugstore, or oh, it's good for Quo, or anything like that. Like, this gold shade I used in a recent Instagram tutorial. It's so pretty. I would love to see them come out as individuals because I won't always reach for a palette, but really beautiful if you ever see that at Shoppers and you're like, is it any good? And then also, speaking of Shoppers, this Pac-Man collection from Wet n Wild is on the Shoppers website. I have not seen it in store, but I think they're at least stocking Wet n Wild more or less fully now on their website, which is really exciting, and I've been really impressed with this palette. It's definitely not like the most oh my god, what did I just do to my nail? I'm due for a polish now. I just wrecked my nails, but it's really, really pretty. If you have a deeper skin tone, there's not a ton of pigment in there, but it is a really beautiful palette, and I love the eyeshadow palette from the Pac-Man collection too. Pac-Man was like just before my time, but I can appreciate the actual makeup. Then this is a blush stick from ColourPop. You can see these in action in my most recent ColourPop haul. This one is in the shade Flamenca, which is a really beautiful pink. I like the formula on those a lot. These from Cover FX, good lord, every shade from this collection is incredible. It's so pretty. I haven't made much use of this one. It's in the shade Spiced Cinnamon, so I want to do that. And then again, another new Benefit, wearing this today in Tickle. It looks quite pink, but it comes out much more gold and really, really bright, kind of wet look on the face. Super pretty. Here we are at the lip portion of the video. The first lipstick I have here is a new one from NARS. They've come out with a bunch of new lipsticks in different formulas. So this one is a sheer in the shade Cruising. using. So I think it looks really, really pretty. It has like kind of a light pinky nude undertone, but it's sheer, so I think it'll still work for me. This next one here is a YSL stain right here in the shade 605, a really beautiful kind of coral color. Then Rimmel has launched some new lipsticks. They're really, really creamy. This one is in the shade 720 Snatched. Lasting Finish Extreme lipsticks. Lasting Finish is kind of like their branding. I don't think, anyways, in my opinion, they seem like they're going to be super long lasting lipsticks, which I don't have a problem with. They feel like they're going to be really, really comfortable. Then I broke this lipstick out for my favorite pink lipsticks video. It looks so bright, but when you blot it out on the lips, it's beautiful. It is a ColourPop satin lipstick in the shade Pitter Ponder. Give it a try. I promise. It's so nice. Then next to that, this is the NYX. This is Everything. There's a hair on it. There's hair on everything in my house. This is Everything lip oil. I don't hear many people talk about these. Do these have shades? It's kind of the pink one. It doesn't really have much of an undertone, but really, really beautiful. Then this is a mini Pat McGrath lipstick that I got in a Sephora order a little while back in the shade Omi. That one right here, and I just think it's an incredibly perfect shade and formula. Then this next one from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, it's quite bright, but I love this with a little bit of a deeper lip liner. This one is called Kidman's Kiss. Oh, speaking of Nicole Kidman, I've been watching Big Little Lies. Just finished, actually, season 2. I blew through that in very little time. So good. I have questions, but it's so good. Then this one here, I love this one from ColourPop. It's in the shade 7 Spring. Really beautiful if you like kind of orangey tones. Really pretty if you mix it with a nude lipstick too, just to give it like a lot of orangeness. And then lastly, from Laura Mercier, she has launched some new lip liners. So this one is in the shade Plum Berry, which I really like. It's a little bit lighter than the typical lip liner that I go for, but again, I'm wearing this today too, and I really like it. So if you want to see, you can check out that Benefit review if it's up. If not, it'll probably be the next video. Finally, this drawer looks really yellow, really sad. A few things in here from this brand, Orosa. It's a newer brand. They are vegan, cruelty-free nail polish. Really love the brush on them. I'm actually wearing the shade Moon right now. I've had it on for quite some time, so it needs a touch up, but this one is in the shade Star, which I love a yellow polish, and I love that this has some nice, beautiful depth in here. So probably gonna paint my nails with that soon. And then this is another line that I really love from L'Oreal. You probably have seen these in the background of all of my videos, but they've come out with a new pastel collection, which is really beautiful, and this one is in the shade Jaune Citrine. Sorry, like I said, I'm sick and my voice is fading. Then I have a couple of eyeshadow palettes over here. Like I mentioned, I really enjoyed this Pac-Man palette. I wasn't expecting to like it. Oh my god, what is up with these? Please. The sticker that they put over, it's like, I get it, but also, oh my god, so annoying. But you can create like a more plain look with this, you know, like with the warm brown, or you can go a little bit more wild. So I appreciate that it's fun, but you're still like getting a more usable shade in there. And then again, from ColourPop haul, you would have seen these in those videos or on Instagram, and I really love both of these palettes. So we have the Honey along with the Orange You Glad, and in terms of quality, I think they're great, as to be expected from ColourPop shadows. Really, really good. And then this I just got from Laura Mercier. It's the Riviera Sun-Kissed Veil, and I'm really curious about this. It says you can use it on the face and the body, and it's kind of this cream texture. I haven't actually touched it yet. Ooh. Ooh. Because like I've talked about before, like all the different cream, like body products and stuff that are out. I feel like this is going to be really nice for the body. This is like a horrible place to show you on my veiny old wrist, but this seems like it's going to be really nice, especially for the body if you're looking for some glow but don't want to have that oily feeling. So I'll have to try it out. I don't know how it would work over makeup, but maybe if you're doing like a really light makeup day, this could add some really gorgeous glow. It doesn't look to be like, looks like there's some shimmer, but no like big bits of glitter in there. So that's a pretty interesting, unique product. So that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you would like to see more of this month. A lot of these products I've already used as well in previous videos if you've missed those, but thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!